Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 18 of Slashcast. I'm your host, Jim, but I'm by myself for some reason.
Hold on, I'm coming. Sorry.
Well, looky here. Our co-host is here.
I had to go check the secret garden. Make sure everything was okay. I got my...
Did you tend to them crops?
I did tend to them crops. I got my... Hi, everybody.
Hello. Alrighty, let's get this going. Motel Hell.
Yeah, Motel Hell.
Classic. I mean, there are people that either have never heard of this movie or there are people that love this movie. And I love this movie.
You know, it's funny. It had to be, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Flopping through the TV or whatever and looking what's coming out. Motel Hell. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen this movie in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And this was one of those rentals from
Old
Video
school.
Force.
Yep.
Shout out Video Force.
You see the
Rest
cover?
in peace.
See the cover?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It was all about the cover. And it was kind of, you know.
I actually watched this probably a month or so ago. It was on
Yeah.
Tubi or one of those apps or something. And I was like, oh, sweet, I'm going to watch that. And then I ended up watching it yesterday again for this. But
Oh, yeah.
no, it's definitely rewatchable.
It's one of the, yeah, it's, you know.
I love it.
We talked about doing a little bit, getting into the horror comedies and stuff like that. I mean, we're going to try to do The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Hopefully, yeah.
I want to do Student Bodies because that movie,
We'll do Student Bodies.
it's just one of those Abraham Zucker kind of, you know, airplane kind of thing. It's so
Oh, no, it's
silly.
so out there. It's ridiculous.
But it's great.
It is
it's
funny.
great. It's a great comedy spoof of everything.
It gets to the point where you're like, okay, now I know nothing's off limits,
Exactly.
basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll do all those.
Killing people with horse head bookends.
I remember that. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this...
I don't mind the horror comedies.
I
like
don't
them.
either.
I love them.
I really don't.
They're entertaining.
I mean, Shriek, if I know what you did last Halloween on the 13th
Tom Arnold.
of... Yeah.
Tom Arnold was funny.
Uh,
In that movie, was funny.
Is
your titty showing? Now
Now my titty
Now
showing.
we're blocked on YouTube.
I don't care.
No, you're okay.
I would hope
You're
so. But, you know, it's...
Cliff.
My man Cliff Burton. I got to find my Slash Cast shirts. I don't know what happened to them. I washed them. I think they went poof.
I got a couple more on order. On
Who's a
standby.
moron?
On order.
Oh, more on order. Never mind.
On back order,
But-
so we'll see.
Getting into this movie, I seriously think that they tried to do a movie that was going to be somewhat serious. Like you had there's homages to Texas Chainsaw Massacre with the whole barbecuing and roasting and whatever,
Cannibalism in
you know,
general.
You know, Vincent and Ida trying to, you know, feed people or whatever, and feed people, I guess, if you want to call it.
Best
But, you know, and there's a little bit the psycho with the motel, with the farmhouse and everything. And, you know, it was,
There is a point where
I think there was just well, go ahead, I'm sorry.
where there's a point where you actually think that he does actually care about them, like the people, and he is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
oh, I'm taking care of them. I treat them better than some people do their animals in the farm. You know what I mean? And then you're like, no, this dude's just fucking crazy.
Well, I mean, you know, well, yeah, he's crazy. He makes cardboard cutouts of cows and everything that just look stupid, and people go, "Oh, look, there's a cow in the road," and you
That
know,
was funny,
Yeah, that was. But let's kind of sort of get into it. I mean, what's the synopsis of this film? We've got a brother and sister who run a slaughterhouse / farm, if you will, that's connected to Motel Hello, but the O constantly blinks on and off, much like in Selena Kyle's apartment. Instead of hello there, when she comes in after the cats, it was hell here.
Gotcha.
And it just keeps saying Motel Hello to Motel Hell and back and forth. And Vincent, the brother, has, I don't know if it's kind of a secret with her or whatever, but he more so or less kidnaps and takes weary travelers or people that he gets going to the hotel or whatever. And
well, not even that. He wrecks people intentionally on the side of the road,
Right.
and gets them. And yeah, him and her have definitely been doing it for a long time. People don't know what's going on. His brother
Brother Brucey.
Bruce is actually the only police officer, I guess, in the town.
Yeah.
And
the biggest cannibal in town, by the way, because he don't know jack shit about this.
Yeah. So, but nobody knew. They have customers coming up buying it, saying it's the best meat around, and
yeah. And basically, Vincent and Ida take. You know what? That is so hard to call her Ida because your grandma was Ida, and she was such a good person.
That's how I remember.
I understand that. Yeah. Trust me, she only lived right across the alley.
Yes, sir.
But they take the people up to the secret garden,
mm-hmm.
and the secret garden consists of holes in the ground. They bury them up to their necks, slit their vocal cords so they can't.
That's one of my worst things in this movie is the noises that they make.
Yeah, slit their vocal cords. It's a very disturbing sound,
mm-hmm.
but that sound just gets that point across so well.
Absolutely.
But they slit their vocal cords so they can't yell and scream, but they constantly feed them, and they're in the ground, so they're getting sustenance. And then when it's time to make some more meat, I guess, they go out to the garden and pluck them. And shut up,
they do some freaking outer space shit to these people.
Oh yeah, with the
biker gang guys who shout out to Ratzenberger.
Poor Johnny Ratzenberger. Yeah. Oh yeah, with the funnels and everything, and how they were feeding them and doing other.
Even that, but they the spinning thing, they put them in a trance to send them off to outer space.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit before they break their necks.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
I forgot about that too.
Yeah. They're pretty crazy, but
that's not that I forgot about it. I just didn't get.
I don't know how long they're in the ground.
For a while.
I mean, like it seems like it, but I don't know.
But everything starts taking a different turn when Vincent shoots the front tire out of Bo and Terry,
mm-hmm.
who are either engaged. They're a couple.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure if they were engaged or whatever.
They were something. Boris.
Yeah. But Bo kind of goes back. He gets the old secret garden treatment, but Terry doesn't, and
mm-hmm.
she more so or less, stays at the hotel, kind of, sort of, and that's what it was. It was they tell her that he had died.
Yeah.
In the motorcycle accident. Yeah,
because he was so
and that.
Tore up and all
and,
that. Yeah.
She basically stays there and through my God, through all kinds of things, it's
terrible shit.
Well,
I don't know, dude. It's some crazy shit.
It's funny though. I mean, you got a young girl falling in love with an old man. Ida, the sister, gets jealous because Vincent wants to teach Terry how to barbecue and do this and that, and tries to drown her in the pond. And
then the brother is the cop, but also slightly rapey. So he goes out. He's a little crazy. He goes out with the girl too. He likes her. Well, apparently, is in love with her, like he says. After a day or so.
Well, that's Bruce.
Bruce, the brother, the cop. Yeah, he's crazy, but he's weird crazy.
Bruce falls in love with Terry. She doesn't want Bruce. Terry wants
the old guy,
Vincent.
And then we see
Ida's not having any of it because she tries to drown her in the backwoods pond in the back.
But we see Boris, and he's old as shit too. So apparently, she just has a thing, and she says he'll be my daddy. So she just has a thing for old guys, apparently.
Just wacky stuff ensues.
It's good for the whole family.
It is. It really is.
It's a big family film.
I mean, it's a comedy.
Just them. Those two characters right there.
There you have
family oriented.
Oh my God! I forgot about that's right. The swingers.
Oh man.
That was interesting.
That Gallagher-looking sumbitch.
Well, yeah, and that Elaine, whatever, I can't remember her last name. I'll look it up, but I remember her being on like the old Match games.
Okay.
With Gene Rayburn and Richard Dawson and all that. She was always a good looker. There's the.
Yeah, I mean, you see, there's a ton of heads.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of heads with bags on them, and
they're not hurting for meat.
No. There's and Nancy Parsons, aka Beulah Ballbricker from Porky's. Now, I think this came out before Porky's. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look up.
No, I think Porky's was first.
Was Porky's first? Because this came out, 80? I believe.
I thought 81.
Let me check the handy dandy
double check on
notebook.
that for you.
Let's find out.
Porky's a look.
Motel Hell came out in 1980. Yes, it did. No.
What was Porky's?
I think Porky. Well, anyways.
Type it in the comments if you know before we do.
Yeah, probably.
Ready? 5,
4, 3, 2. Porky's was 1981.
Okay.
So she was Ida before. But once again, you see Porky's and you see Nancy Parsons in it. And it's probably one of her most well-known roles, trying to
she's one of those that
grab,
who they
grab
look
the old
like.
Schwanzo through the
Yep.
And
glory hole. But but yeah, her to see her.
Yeah,
she's one of those actresses.
She was in all three of the Porkies.
Yeah, I don't think I saw all three of them. But
yeah, there's a third one.
Wow.
Porky's 2 the next day, which aptly named. I can't talk today. I didn't have enough. Aptly named Porky 2's the next day because it took place the next day afterwards, and then you had Porky's Revenge. That's where Porky's was a whorehouse on the water with the boat. That's whenever Meat was forced to get married to Porky's daughter, who looked like a.
I don't know that one, man.
Oh, well, damn, go watch it, man.
All right then. So,
but anyways, we got off track. Yeah, back to Motel Hell.
But no, there's definitely comedy, disturbing, I guess, some parts, surrounded by confusing, then funny.
Yeah,
it's such a mixture of random shit. But it's entertaining.
It is entertaining. I mean, you don't get really into the real like deep horror. No. Like, the kills were okay and everything. I mean, there really weren't that many.
No, but seeing like the body parts in the pots and seeing the bodies hanging and shit, which sorry, but
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
They forgot to put nipples on the bodies hanging, man.
Well,
there's not just flat chested.
It was 1980, man. They probably went to like orange. They probably went to like J.C. Penney. Hey, we need to get 8 of those female mannequins.
I don't know, but still, there's no nipples on them.
Well, you would. I can't believe you would notice something like that. Jesus Christ.
Well, he's moving them, and I can see that he's squeezing it, so it looks like it's rubber. And then he pushes it. They're like swinging like this. And
yeah,
really
I don't know. And you zoomed in to make sure that
I made sure there were no nipples on it.
Anatomically correct.
Yes. No. We don't know what the budget was for this, so I can't make fun of anybody.
$3 million.
$3 million. Wow.
It was made for $3 million, and it made $6.3 million.
And it was filmed on one place, one location.
I believe so.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for one. I mean,
you had like whenever the 4 of them went out on the picnic or whatever, so there might have been 1 or 2 locations. Who knows? I don't know much about the locations. So.
I think a lot of people were saying, "Hey, I need $3 million to make this movie, but only using $1 million, taking 2 and putting it in their pocket."
You're giving them that much credit? We made this for $250,000, and
well, either way,
2.75 went shine.
So what were some of your favorite parts of this movie? Though?
You know what?
If somebody says, "Tell me something about Motel Hell you love," what's something that stood out to you?
Oh my God! Well, let's see. The iconic, homage, if you will, or whatever, to Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the end. Whenever Vincent comes out with the chainsaw and the big pig head on,
of course.
I mean, it was an interesting fight at the end. It was visual. You remember that?
Yeah, I love seeing the big. Yeah, he puts on a big head. It's kind of like the pig head that they use in Saw.
Well, exactly.
It's kind of cool like that.
Okay, so Saw actually ripped off Motel Hell. Yeah, I heard it here, folks. First, Muppet News Flash. No, Muppet News Flash? Where's that? My mind wanders, folks.
We broke that story right here.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
But anyway.
Yeah. Oddly enough, the disturbing dress that everybody was wearing, whenever Ida was trying to drown Terry in the pond. Mm-hmm. She had that little swimmer's cap with the classic late 70s, had the white rubber with the little flowers on it.
Was it a striped one piece too?
Something like that. She had the one piece thing on and all that happy horse shit. And the way she come over and pop the freaking thing and we're gonna even the look of the sets and everything. I mean, I really liked the way they did the whole secret garden thing. That was kind of cool. Even the cardboard cow cutouts were done very well.
Yeah, if you watch the movie,
that's a fucking lie.
If you watch the movie, there's a little scene where he puts a decoy up on the road to block people, and 2 women drive up, and they see these cows in the middle of the road, and they're like,
look, cows!
Oh, I'm afraid to get out of the car.
Looked like a 3rd grader did.
Yeah, and then
stick legs, and I don't know about that.
Then Vincent pops up and was it a rag or
something like that.
He did the old how's this rag smell thing, and
hey, how's this rag?
Does this rag smell like chloroform to you?
No.
But and he takes them back, and but the cows were just
like I said once again, it's not slapstick humor, maybe a little bit, but it was just one of those things. It's just one of those great movies. It's just iconic. I mean, it's once again 1980. I mean, it wasn't. Somebody had an idea, and like I said, they wanted it probably to be somewhat serious. But I mean,
it had serious moments.
It did have serious. moments.
The kills aren't like comedy kills. They're kills.
They're not comedy kills at all.
So I get it. They're just. I would call it more of a horror than a comedy.
Yeah.
Because the parts that are funny are
75%.
Yeah.
25% comedy. I mean, the script is what I guess you could say is how everything kind of pans out. I mean, okay, you have young Terry falling in love with old Vincent. That's kind of,
We get all the obligatory, booby shots and for no reason at all. Just stand up in the bathtub, get your wet t-shirt on. They found an actress that was like, I'm willing to do whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
That's basically what
more so or less, yeah.
So that gave you a little bit of something to look at if you didn't like the movie.
There it is right there. There's the pig
fight
mask.
scene. Yeah, that's the pig mask. Look
at
that.
That's
look at that. And that's Bruce on the right.
Wait,
that's...
I keep getting backwards. Oh, well, it's gone now. Now I got it. But that's a huge freaking pig. For a head to come out like that, I don't know.
Oh, that was fake. It was. It was a rubber. When he took it off, it was like.
Well, yeah, but still, that's a gigantic freaking hog head. So there they are again.
Yep.
Former Vincent's, we don't use any preservatives. Lying bastard.
Smoked meats.
So.
Yeah, Fangoria, shout out.
Oh, yeah. And that's the first time I ever saw that. Okay. So that's,
I remember that image 100%.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
and after I saw that in like either B. Dalton bookstore or Walden Books up at the Beaver Valley Mall, and we went down and we looked for it on the shelves of Video Force. By God, there it is. So we rented it and we sat there and laughed our asses off. I mean, because it's silly. It really is. I mean, there's a definite premise behind it. There's definitely something like Texas Chainsaw. We've said it before. But you got to keep coming back to it. That's what this is going for.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit, like I said, Psycho with the sister and the whatever attached
the family
to
dynamic.
The family.
When you throw a family dynamic in there, it makes it something different.
There was no mother or anything like that, but this guy Vincent was trying to keep his family going and everything, and this is the only way he could do it.
And he was
apparently. It's not like the hotel didn't make money.
No, he was selling his meat.
Yeah, well, he was selling his meat, but he was selling everybody's meat. I mean, give me 2 pound of stir-fried Asians. Give me a half a pound lean sliced Jewish person. I mean,
you guys tell us your thoughts on cannibalism.
Well, yeah,
in the comments below.
Yeah, we're gonna be fucked on YouTube.
Yeah, we are.
Well, whatever.
Oh well, but anyway, I do want to get more. We can take a quick little break.
Sure.
I do want to get. I
gotta go check the barbecue sauce.
I'll
be back.
Yes, I do want to ask you about quick what you thought. After the break, we'll get into it. But what you thought, why he wanted Terry so bad, and now, like, why did he choose to do that? Save her, bring her back, try to show her, thinking, why her? You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay. I got about 2 or 3 theories, but
we'll delve into it and we'll see what's up.
He's a horny old man. I don't know. Did you see what his sister looked like?
That's as deep as I can get into this movie. I'm trying to think.
I know.
Have a conversation. Anyway. All right, everybody. We will be right back. You enjoy these breaks.
I'll be back. I gotta go get the barbecue.
You're gonna go stir the meat.
I gotta go stir the meat.
We'll be right back. Hey, everybody.
How's everybody doing?
And while you watch this amazing episode of Slashcast, we wanted to bring you this little advertisement for the new Slashcast t-shirts.
Pimpin' products, baby. Pimpin' products. Worse than Kevin Smith.
Nice product placement for us. Front, back. That's your back. So, yeah. Wearing them right now. You see how nice they are. These are gorgeous.
Because mine's on the floor.
Yes. But love them. Love the design. Thanks to Ken's Mugs and More for getting these out to us.
Nice job, buddy.
I want to thank Amy for purchasing a shirt already and getting hers, so she took a picture with it on already. And
thank you so much.
Appreciate
that.
Try
this side so you can see it.
Okay. And like I said, if you ever want to get one or more than one of your own, very easy, very quick delivering process. And if you want different sizes, if you want one of these designs on one part of the shirt, if you want both like we have it, if you want the original design, OG style, you can get your own, whatever one you want. So please go to /cast on Facebook or /cast on Instagram. Message Chevy if you would like to get one, if you aren't friends with me.
I'll take your orders just as well. Let you know what you have to owe, and we'll get you a shirt. Be one of the cool kids.
And like I said, we already have people that are messaging wanting. Just got to get the ordering process down. We already have one made out to the public. It's out there in circulation.
How much it cost?
I don't know. Okay. I would have to ask them for the price, but it's a T-shirt. You're not paying $50 for a T-shirt. You know how much graphic tees cost, so you get a range. We're not breaking the bank here.
Yeah.
So please reach out, get your own /cast T-shirt today.
Thank you much.
Back to the show. And we are back.
All right, hold on.
I think so.
Barbecue's good. Here, try that. That's a fresh batch right there.
Who might that be?
I can't tell you, but the barbecue sauce tastes good.
Farmer Chevy.
Let's see, huh? Ooh. That's right. That's a teriyaki version. That's pretty good. So that's
I'm going to
go ahead. Have a little.
Just cuz.
Have a little beef jerky here. We're doing good. That's all right. All right, man. Welcome back, folks.
Now I get it.
What?
If I found good meat, I wouldn't.
Absolutely, man.
I did what I needed to get it.
You gotta cut it real nice and thin. Anyway.
Okay, so we'll touch on a couple things here from this movie, then we'll talk about what we got coming up. Terry.
What about Terry?
Aside from him being a horny old man.
That's Vincent.
Why else do you think he kept her to and try to help her and nurse her back and all that shit?
Well, honestly, I gotta wipe this off again. I think he might have seen something in her that's gonna say, hey, you know what? Maybe this is somebody I can share my secrets to, show what's going on. He does show her the smokehouse. Maybe he wanted to pass stuff on. I mean, take a look. He's living with his sister, lonely.
Yeah.
If you had to look at that every goddamn day, I mean, let's face it, you'd want somebody else too.
But she was she was so over the top with "I love you, I want to marry you" type shit. Like she had.
Once again, that's part of the comedy thing. I mean, yeah, it was odd, but man, I got another piece of that. Hold on.
It is tasty.
Good stuff. But yeah, that's what I think. I mean,
smoked. No, yeah, I get it, but it was just very, very weird.
It was weird. It was odd. I mean, you know.
I mean, I guess it was a mixture of her being in shock, probably of losing her boyfriend, husband, whoever he was, and the fact that
he was kind to her. Maybe I don't.
What's that? Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah,
you know, falling in love with your captors and shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. Could have been a little bit of B.
But what about? Okay, what about like towards the end when all the bodies, Bo, her boyfriend, gets everybody out.
Yeah, he's waiting.
And they go after Ida.
Yeah.
And they're all, I mean, we know they took the vocal cords out. Why did they look like zombies?
I can't tell you, but it definitely stood out to me. That
once again, I'm going to have another piece.
I get that they were drugged. I get that they were buried and all that. And
I mean,
they were probably weak,
buried.
But they definitely tried to look like zombies, and they definitely weren't zombies at this point.
No, they weren't.
But that's what they were going for, so it's a little comical.
They were fed.
Yeah,
they did feed them.
They would have been weak, but they wouldn't have been looking like they. I
still think it's I get being buried from the neck down and not being able to move. It might have
Oh, I get it. I get the comedy part of it though, but I mean that's.
They took poor old Ida, knocked her out. She put up a hell of a good fight there for a while.
I mean, why did she even fight him though? All she had to do was run back to Vincent and say, "Hey, Like, why would she stay?
Well, no, because Vincent was already in the chainsaw battle.
She didn't know that yet.
Well, yeah. It was in the script.
In the script, that's right.
My go-to statement.
It was in the script.
Poor Ida got buried upside down, her head in a hole.
Yeah. Legs pointing straight up.
Oh, yeah. What the hell?
What's that?
That's a brand new computer. Why is it making that noise?
The fan just turned on.
Oh, you need to get one of them raise them up things.
I know.
Okay.
But, yeah, and then, she gets buried head first. We hear a scream after the saw fight.
Yeah. Which I have a little...
I mean, we didn't really get into that.
Well, I got a little problem with that, too, and I think you're going to agree with me on this.
Okay.
We'll get into that in a minute.
I don't know where I was with that now.
Bruce comes out, the survivor, and him and Terry walk off.
Yeah. We hear the scream, and they go, and they look and they find the bag over top of her legs, but we don't know what it is under there because usually it was the head.
Ooh,
lifted up.
That's a different flavor. That must be something else.
Oh, my. What different part?
Possibly.
Tender thigh?
I don't know. That tastes like ass. I mean,
but you saw right there in the picture that the little bags that were over their heads, they lifted up and we see legs sticking up.
Yeah.
And we know that it's Ida down on the ground and he touches her leg and it...
that final...
Yeah, the little jump.
Cheesy ass jump.
I thought it was only going to be one, but... Oh, no, he does it again.
Mm-hmm.
And then another time, and she's dead. So at this point, Vincent is lost. And
that's the problem that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we know he sustained a wound.
Yeah.
And I know it was with the chainsaw.
Yeah.
I wish there would have been something... The ending would have been a little bit, maybe a little more suspenseful, or Vincent's not dead. I mean...
Oh, I wanted a last jump scare. I definitely wanted another... Or when they're...
him laying on the ground or something like that, and the camera zooms in slowly, whatever. And cut the credits,
or they go back into the where he was, and you see just the mask and the saw laying on the ground, and he's not there anymore.
That could have worked too.
Just something else. Could have led up to Motel Hell 2.
Motel Hell 2.
Why not?
We packed the meat tight.
It'll be
okay.
I don't know what I was gonna add on to that. I just couldn't think of something. Just could not think of anything. But I don't know.
I mean, you know what? And seriously, I mean,
maybe he would have started making chicken. I don't know.
Chicken. The hell?
Changes roots.
I don't know. Changes. I'm gonna have it. Anyway, I tell you what, I do make good beef jerky. Anyway, but yeah, you know what? And honestly, folks, I mean. Like I said, it is a comedy. It's a decent movie. It really is. I mean, it's silly in parts.
If you know what you're getting into.
If you go into it with an open mind, saying, "Hey, you know what? This is what it is."
Mm-hmm.
Don't expect once again Oscar-winning or award-winning any kind of acting and stuff like that.
I mean, I think
it's a fun movie.
Vincent and Ida are both good actors. I think they're...
Yes, they were.
They're good acters. Bruce, no. He's a little goofy.
Well,
he's just over goofy.
Over goofy.
And Terry was just too dramatic and there for the physical, I would say.
Yeah. But it's, like I said, if you go into it knowing it's going to be a kind of a, comedy, it's nothing serious. It's not like John Wick or, you're going to get into something that's very plot deep. Yeah, they're cannibals. They cook people. End of story.
That's it.
I mean,
you can know that going in and still enjoy the movie.
And
it's not absolutely a big reveal that they're doing this.
It's not like we're trying to say, "Oh, you're not going to believe it. The guy in the black mask and the flowing cape is the young kid's father."
Yeah,
that's a big spoiler right there. I mean, once again, we back to Star Wars. I mean, it happens. But yeah, you know what? Seriously, give it a shot. Even if you watch it once and let us know in the comments. Hey, we watched it, never saw it before. It was a groan fest. I laughed my ass off. I thought it was funny. Whatever you want to call it, just let us know. I mean,
did you
Facebook,
like
YouTube, whatever? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What would you have wanted to see? We need comments, people. Talk to us. We're lonely. We look for him on Facebook. Look at this face. I'm begging you. See, that's about the acting that was in Motel Hell.
About that.
Yeah, maybe I was a little bit.
Easily put it in there.
I was a little bit better.
Could easily win in the movie.
I see. I'm gonna have it. And on that note, I'm gonna eat this toe.
But yeah,
what's the matter? You didn't like it?
I let you go.
Oh my god. That's done.
So, boy. See you.
See you later.
So, Motel Hell. We're gonna. What do you want to rate this one?
What's our scale?
Well,
on 5?
Well, 5.
2.
2 out of 5?
I'll give it a 2.
Damn. I'm going 3.5. Strictly for enjoyability purpose. Because I can still watch it, and
I could still watch it over, but
seriously, that's something for me.
Okay.
No, nah. I'll give it 3.5. So about a 3, 2.5. Worth it. Classic.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's one of those fun, goofy movies that you just watch and you don't. If you're bored one night, just man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those late night watches. Absolutely. And it's a throwback too. Definitely a throwback.
Yeah, so. It's one of the. It's a time waster.
Yeah.
But honest to God, it's like I said, it's a classic.
Give it a watch. And other than that, I'm good to wrap this movie up, and we can get into maybe our future plans. Let people know what we got coming up. Let them know that you can find us on YouTube now.
Absolutely.
All episodes are on. If you're watching us on YouTube, hi. If you're watching on Facebook, go over to YouTube, and hi. If you're watching us on YouTube, go over to Facebook. Search /cast. If you're on YouTube, look /cast podcast.
Yes.
And you'll find us on YouTube. For the entire playlist is on Facebook, but if you're not on Facebook, you can see us on YouTube.
And make sure if you look on YouTube, do /cast a horror fans podcast.
Look for the logo. The logo.
Look for the logo, because there's a couple other guys out there we don't want to talk about.
Yeah, I just a different show.
Just a different show. I mean, we don't know them, but I'm not saying don't go there, but if you're looking for us, look for the big circle, bloody circle with the knife through it, kind of like a gory Ghostbusters logo. I don't fucking know.
But anyway,
where am I?
We got a couple good ones coming up. What you got?
The barbecue sauce is boiling over. I turned it down. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, good. Just simmer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got a few things coming up for you. Another funny.
We're on horror comedies right now. Well. So we're gonna try stay this way a little bit. Try to give our brains a little bit of a rest. So we're gonna do our upcoming shows. We're gonna have Student Bodies. The
Behind the Mask, the Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Yeah, I always forget the Behind the Mask thing.
Yeah.
That's that whole Alice Cooper, the man behind the mask.
Well, I believe they thought of it because of, remember VH1 Behind the Music? It was kind of behind the scenes, and it was supposed to be behind the scenes of a horror killer.
He's got a big brain.
So that's the...
That might be, it's a good theory.
So that'll be episode 20, Leslie Vernon, so that's actually good. And then we plan on getting into the Adam Green Hatchet series.
Yeah.
I love these movies from day one.
Our man's in it.
Mr. Kane Hodder plays the killer, Victor Crowley.
And Kane, by some remote coincidence that you're watching these, we love you, man. We really do. We tried to do the Age of Hodder justice, but it wasn't your fault.
Hey, it's one of our most viewed episodes right now.
Shut your ass. That's true.
It is.
But yes, Kane Hodder. I mean, like I said, we said it last episode, or it was, he's a great person.
But he brings who 2
episodes ago. I'm sorry.
When you think of like Jason Voorhees, you watch Victor Crowley, you see a difference, but you understand that it's him too.
Yeah,
it's really cool. And those kills are brutal.
Yeah.
So those kill videos are going to be good to put up there for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we're going to do Hatchet 1 and 2 for episode 21, and Hatchet 3 and Victor Crowley on episode 22. Yep.
And one last little shout out. This was for episode 17. Scott Connor, once again, bottom of my heart. I don't know about his heart. I don't want to mess with his heart. Thank you so much for being a part of our podcast. We had a great time. Scott he's working hard right now, but he's trying to get us. We hopefully are going to be able to do maybe a live kind of sort of thing where he's going to gore one of us up. It's all on his schedule. Me and him are talking constantly, so look forward for that. I mean,
we'll film something to get out there for you, hopefully from his studio, and
let us know what you want. I mean, give us
After Hatchet, we're out right now, so October's pretty much going to be Halloween. So we got September, a couple episodes a week.
Student Bodies
are up. What's next?
No, not Student Bodies. No. No, I said Student Bodies. No, what was the one? For God, there was another 80s horror slasher kind of crappy thing. It was like with going back to school or something or whatever. Hey, we can do back to school. Triple Lindy. Hey, give me a fucking break over here.
All right. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll think of it.
Is it a series or one movie?
I think it was one movie. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about. No, I am thinking about Student Bodies. Back to school. Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's next.
Yes. Don't mind me. This is vodka.
That's next week. Yeah. Okay. So we have all the way up till 22. You guys can help us after that. We have a couple episodes in between there till October. Then we're going to get into the Halloween series, obviously. Trick or Treat Studios, thank you very much. Just got the new 1978 version a couple weeks ago. This is the 2018 version. Amazing masks.
They did a very good job on.
They're so good on
the vintage
too.
Michael. I mean, that looks like the actual sculpt off of the old.
I just filmed something last night with that, so I'm gonna get two things. So we'll have little mini clips together, like the teabagging one. Just little funny clips I did with it.
That you got flagged for because you didn't have permission to use the music.
Oh yeah, they just
we're gonna do this.
It's still on there though.
I know it's still on there.
So who gives a shit? But
wow,
if they want to cut my 15-minute video, they can do that, or 15-second video, whatever.
Well, that's true.
So other than that, yeah, shout out to Trick or Treat Studios. Check them out if you like the masks. Just in time for Halloween. It comes in about a week and a half.
I don't know. Does it?
Does.
Okay.
And yeah. Give him a shout out. Scott Connor, Evil Grin Effects Studios. Thank you again.
Absolutely. Connor Classics. If you want to see some of the other stuff that's not really horror related or whatever, Disney stuff. Hey, while we're shouting out at razorgloves.com, I mean, come on, man. The Kruger glove, he's excellent. He's amazing. Fiberglassmask.com. Hey, you want your Jason Voorhees mask. Don't go anywhere else but the fiberglassmask.com. Oy vey, they're good.
Yeah, so I think that's all of our plugs.
I don't know how this isn't going to get banned on YouTube.
Well, we'll see. But other than that, just everybody so far who's been watching us, we do have a new network coming up soon that we're going to be a part of. Can't wait. I don't know all the details yet, but it's coming up very, very soon. And we'll be part of a new network, so we'll be plugging that network and other shows. Sure. Hopefully have other contributors. Just can only get better. So
we still got shirts available.
Yes. Check them out. Boom. Message us on the page if you'd like one, and we will get them out to you. Got a couple on back order now, so
there you have it.
Other than that, I'm going to wrap this up with a motherfucking bow. Motel Hell.
I'm not ready to wrap it up yet. No? I would like to speak on... No. Yeah, I think it's time to wrap it up.
So, yeah.
You dirty bastard.
Episode 18 in the books. Thank you again.
Yes.
Motel Hell. Awesome watch. Give it a look. And we'll be back with 19 Student Bodies.
Absolutely. Another good comment.
Episode 19. Student Bodies.
Student Bodies. Yes, sir.
Till next time, I was Jim.
I'm still Chevy.
Bye-bye.
I gotta go check the sauce.